Hey everyone, it's Mr. Will with Loog Nation, where future guitarists start. Yeah, beat. It's your namesake, the Beatles, right? Today we're doing Can't Buy Me Love. Yeah, that was a bad pun. Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. This is a 1964 amazing song. I mean, this is what I think represents the Beatles in the early era, and I think it's such a fun song to play. It's got a blues riff, it's got their cool minor melodic chorus, and then of course George Harrison has a very iconic solo in the middle. And if you really want, I could do a little video of how to do something similar on the Loog. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get into the chords. There's 3 sections to this song. There's an intro, there's a verse, and then there's a chorus. Nice. And each one of them kind of have their own unique chord progression. So let's talk about the chords that we're going to play at the top of this song. It's the intro, which kind of mimics what the chorus sounds like. We have our E minor, and then our A minor. We also have a D minor, and then a very cool kind of G6-ish sound. It sounds great. It's basically the same shape, moved up 2 frets. Nice. Great. And that's how we start the song. I know all you Beatles fans out there probably hear multiple guitar parts, and you're right, there are. Today, I'm gonna focus on what John Lennon does in the song. Today, I wanna focus on driving the chords and the beat of the song with quarter notes and eighth notes. The opening of this song has those chords. We have E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, 3, 4, A minor, 2, 3, 4, D minor, then this G6. There you go. Those are 4 beats. What makes it unique and how we make it more like the song is we put a backbeat, a real strong on. Yeah, beat. No, I feel like that's a musician's term. I don't. You spell it how you want to spell it. Okay. So we put a on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Good. Good. Nice. And I encourage you to play it that way throughout the rest of this lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Cool. Let's do that again with that emphasis. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Cool, that's the intro. Now the verse. The Beatles loved the blues. They loved it, especially in those early era albums. And we're playing a 12-bar blues here. We're playing a C chord for 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're playing an F7. So you can get away with just playing F. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But for advanced players out there, if you want to challenge, I want to take that pinky on that F and reach to the 4th fret. And so I'm going to play 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, pinky on the 4th finger on the 4th fret of the 2nd string, and then my 1st finger is going to play the 1st fret of the 1st string, and we get this sound. Cool. And we go back to the C. So I have a C and then a C7 that I'm grabbing right here. The C is with our 1st finger only. The C7, we grab the 3rd fret of the 3rd string with your 3rd finger. And there is alternating that goes on there. I think if you listen to the album, you can kind of hear different moments when he's just playing C and when they're playing C7. That's a player's choice for you right there, C7, player's choice. And then we're going to play a G7. So it's that F7 shape. We're going to slide up 2 whole frets. Nice. We're going to do 1 bar of that. And then back to the F7. And I really encourage you, especially this one, to play 4 G7s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Because we need to move quickly down to that F for a sting. And then we're going to stay on the F7. 1, 2, 3, 4. And end with a C. I want to put that all together a little smoother. Ready? I'm going to go slower, and I'm going to put it, I'm not going to stop. I'm just going to go all the way through, and we're going to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, G7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, nice job, everybody. That's great. That's a 12-bar blues, Beatles style. Hey, are you a Beatles fan? Well, so am I. And you know who really is a Beatles fan? Loog. Loog actually has created a whole line of Beatles-inspired instruments and accessories. And there's a whole new line out, just came out in the middle of August, and I want you to be able to get your hands on it for less than what they're offering. They have partnered with me. I am a collaborator with Loog, and they've given me an opportunity to give you 10% off any of your purchases, especially for these new Beatles inspired instruments. It's so cool. You can see there's all sorts of options. And if you use my link in this video, it gets you 10% off. And yes, it's an affiliate link, which means that you're supporting us here at Loog Nation. Your purchase through my link helps us create more videos here at Loog Nation. So think of it like, yeah, I'm helping Loog Nation make more videos and help us learn how to play the Loog. Thank you in advance for helping support Loog Nation. I really appreciate you all. Those who have already gone and used the link in the past, thank you so much. It helps make it so inspiring for me to get up and make these videos for you every week and help you learn how to become future guitarists here with your Loog. All right, let's get back to the lesson. So there's your verse. We have our verse, it's a 12-bar blues, and then we're gonna go to the chorus. Yeah, that's right, Beat. It's not the intro. You're right. The chorus has a little bit of a twist. They go, can't buy me love. And then we're gonna play a C7. Everybody tells me so, can't buy me. So we got 2 bars of C7, back to E minor. And then we're gonna play our chords so we know. No, 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 no. So let me go through that again. We have our E minor, A minor, C, C, E minor, A minor, D minor, G. I'm telling you what, there's only 3 sections to this whole song, and then we can put it together. You can build it, you can go back to the verse, play the chorus, there's a solo in the middle, and if you're just playing it for fun and singing the song, you don't have to play the solo. You can just keep singing the song. Yeah, you get to make this Beatles classic your own, and I highly encourage you to listen to the song, play along with this video, learn the chords and the progression, and then have fun making it your own. I'm going to show you a different strum right now. We're going to play 8th notes, inspired by quarter notes, meaning our 2 and our 4 beat are still going to be loud, right? 1, 2, and then we're going to play and 4 and. 1, 2, and 4 and 1, 2, and 4 and. Right? Nice. You could also add that 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Am I going too fast? Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So it would sound a little something like this. Played around with it a little bit there. So we do the 4 G7s, sting, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and we go right back into the verse. Nice. So there's another option for you for strumming, and that works well for the chorus too. That's Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. I hope you're having a great time learning here at Loog Nation and learning how to play your Loog like a real guitar with real songs. If you're having fun and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Just hit the subscribe button. It's really easy. Even mark that notification bell. We are here every Thursday with a new video. Yeah, and we're really excited to be able to bring loads of live music into your home. It's an honor to be here. I'm Mr. Will. We will see you next week with a new lesson right here at Loog Nation.